The Warroa Lustia Stakes field is set. Racing. Oh, Akanar Star got a mighty start, landing in front. But Maginica quickly goes through and headed him off after the start. Ms. Lecky's up there running third. And then came the Velvet King back in the clear as they get going ahead of the stablemate Gatting. Followed by Arcadia Prince and back last of all Star Exhibit. Maginica led them comfortably going out to the riverside of the course in the Lustia Stakes. At the 1,000 metres mark, it's Maginica, a length and a half clear of Akanar Star, sitting up on the outside of the mare Ms. Lecky. A length and a half away then is the Velvet King, who's going to track Akanar Star's every move. Gatting is back on the fence next. A length away Arcadia Prince, and hemmed away down on the inside Star Exhibit last of all. Maginica doing it comfortably inside the last 700, out by a length and a half. Running second is Akanar Star, back on the fence. Ms. Lecky third, being followed by the Velvet King. On the rails Gatting, no change at all to the order. Then came Arcadia Prince and Star Exhibit. Now the race is on in earnest. Around the corner at the 350, Pateman the first to show his hand. He pulls the Velvet King out to get around Akanar Star, but Maginica still leads them. It's Maginica at the 200 mark, a length and a half, the Velvet King and Akanar Star. Ms. Lecky's getting home down near the rails Gatting, and here comes Star Exhibit. He's bursting his way through in the middle. The dual Perth Cup winner has gone through. He's split them in half and has come away with a mighty first up win. It is a boil over though in the Lustia. He gets their Star Exhibit from the Velvet King, Gatting and Akanar Star. Ms. Lecky all close up, not sure about minor placings. Maginica gave some cheek, and back last of all is Arcadia Prince. The stayer returning at the 1400. A formula for success. Throw in Peter Hall and the story gets better. Star Exhibit, number 3, possesses a mighty first up record, but he was the forgotten horse. He goes around almost the rank outsider, Star Exhibit, despite his quality and his class. To beat Gatting, the Velvet King, Akanar Star, forced to do it up there on the breeze, and back there in 4th place. Star Exhibit by Statue of Liberty from Star Encounter for Peters Investments. And so that's 3 of the last 4 Lustias that have been won by horses in their livery. Trained by Adam Durant, Peter Hall aboard. Star Exhibit splitting the field in half. Driving through, the man for the moment, Peter Hall. Too good for Gatting. Unable to completely fulfill his achievement of 12 months ago, Chris Parnham and the Velvet King, Mitchell Pateman. 3-1-5-4 in 1:22.61, 33.88, half a length, a short half head, the official margins. Well, he's come from last. Dream ride by Peter Hall, scything his way through between runners to claim a Group 2 Lustia Stakes. There's no stopping Pete. He's remarkable, and that becomes his second winner. He won this race with Early Express back in 2004. The last event here today, the Crown Sports Bar handicap at 6:30, 2 Just Act Natural, 10 Abu Dhabi are the scratchings. Let's get on down now into the yard. We've got Scotty Embry, and he's with Bob Peters, and I don't know whether Bob is in shock or not, but he certainly has got his star stayer back there with a vengeance, with a mighty fresh first up victory at Group 2 level.
He certainly does. Thanks for that, Darren. Bob, I don't think I've ever seen you shake your head before. Was that a bit of a surprise?
Not really. I think I made it quite clear in the last week or two that this horse has never looked better in his life. And just looking at him, I'm not surprised at all.
I heard Adam Durant on Friday give him a really good push on the Hour of Power with Darren McCauley and Timmy Walker. But did you expect that he could win first up at 14? I mean, we know that he flies fresh, but this is a pretty slick lineup.
Yes, it was nice to see. But as I said, the horse, just look at him. He's just a different horse.
Well, where do we go now? Because he's just beaten a bunch of 1,400-metre horses at Weight for Age.
Yes, well, there's a couple of Weight for Age races coming up, isn't there? And there's probably a Railway Stakes and other races there for him.
How many horses are you expecting to have in the Railway Stakes this year?
I don't really know. I just have to look at the order of entry that's due to come out on Monday and just see where we are with them all.
Does he head towards a Perth Cup at the end of this campaign yet again?
Oh, well, we'll see how he's going.
Well done, Bob. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There's Bob Peters with the win of Sassara Exhibit first up this campaign. A surprise to some punters, not a surprise to Bob, and definitely if you'd listened to the Hour of Power on Tab Radio Racing and Sport earlier in the week with Darren McCauley, would not have been a surprise at all to Adam Durant, who was really quite strong on this horse running a big race. Here's the Cups King, Peter Hall, with Michael Heaton.
Yes, Peter Hall, the last time you rode this horse, you won a Perth Cup on him. Now you're winning a Listeria Stakes. How much do you love this bloke?
Oh, it's amazing. I won his maiden on him too. And he's just starting to really settle down and become part of the system out at Adams now, which is great to see. And we only got him in form on Perth Cup Day. But this whole prep, he's just been so athletic. And even Bob and Adam have said that in his trials, he looks and is going better. And home and work, he's just so sharp. And to win that race was awesome.
You were aboard him in both of his trials. The first trial was only a quiet effort, improved sharply second up. Did he give you the feel of the horse that you rode on Perth Cup Day earlier in the year?
Oh, he's just so athletic, Michael. He's just, everything he does, you know, like he only won the Perth Cup last year, but he's not just a dead set starter. He's, if you go back and look at his record, you know, he can win over all distances, but I just think having a nice break after the Cup, like he had operation before leading into the Cup. Now he's had a nice break, and I think now he's just athletic and ready to rock and roll.
Only the one ride for you today. What is it? It's another hit and run mission as well. What is it about Peter Hall and the Ascot Spring and Summer Carnivals?
Oh, look, I'm just lucky. I think I'd make the grand final team, but I'd be on the bench, interchange player. So, look, I'm just very lucky to Mr. Peters and Sandra. They give me great rides and great races, so it all works out good.
Well, if you're a bench player, you'd probably win the Norm Smith medal. Congratulations.
Thanks, buddy.
There's Peter Hall. Benjamin Button, he's getting better and better with age, P. Hall.